What is up everyone, it is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the finale to the reboot of my old series, What If Goku Was the Legendary Super Saiyan. You guys loved the last video, and even though it took a while to edit, it was worth every second. If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free and you can always unsubscribe later. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, then there is a link to that in the description of the video. You can talk to me in my community, grind for roles, hang out, and if you put your art on the art text channel and 10 people react with a star, it will get featured at the end of a video. Make sure to comment down below a series you'd like to see me do. The next series will be What If Sacred Saiyan was in Dragon Ball, but the series that comes out after that will be up to you guys. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the finale of What If Goku Was Born a Legendary Super Saiyan. So, you may wonder how this video is the finale of the series, even though the last video ended off in Battle of Gods. Well, that is because the next couple of arcs aren't worth covering or just don't happen entirely. Resurrection F never takes place because Frieza's forces never find Earth. King Cold is still alive, but since Frieza actually died on Namek, he was never able to tell King Cold about Earth, which means King Cold and his forces don't even know of its existence. So now we know Resurrection F doesn't happen, we would head to the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 tournament. Raditz would also have started training on Beerus World during this time. But that tournament isn't even worth covering, seeing as both Goku and Gohan could literally one-shot anyone in that tournament, including Hit. So we would then move to the Goku Black arc. Since Goku isn't a farmer, he's always either training on Beerus World or in the Gravity Chamber with his son Gohan. So that means whenever Zamasu wishes to trade bodies with Goku, and he comes to finish off Goku, Gohan can easily kill Goku Black, and they can use the Dragon Balls to give Goku his body back. So we move to the Tournament of Power. The team consisting of Goku, Gohan, Raditz, Tien, Master Roshi, Krillin, Trunks, Piccolo, and Yamcha. But that means they still need one more fighter. And luckily, Goku knows just the person. The last person who gave him a challenge other than Lord Beerus himself. That's right, I'm talking about Cell. Goku takes a trip down to Hell, and he meets his old enemy Cell. Cell chuckles seeing Goku, and he asks him what he wants. If he is down here, then he must want something. Goku tells Cell about the tournament, and he asks Cell if he wants to join. And Cell would agree to join, under one condition. They need to revive him. Goku is fully confident in his ability to kill Cell again if needs be, so he agrees to this, and instead of getting Fortune Teller Baba to allow Cell to return to the world of the living for one day, Goku just gathers the Dragon Balls and revives Cell. After Cell is revived, he meets up with the Universe 7 team outside of Capsule Corp, and he comes to realise that even Raditz is stronger than him now. And now, Universe 7 has their team ready. They head to the world of Void. Goku easily wipes out Universe 9 single-handedly, and he then faces off against the Universe 6 Saiyans. The Universe 6 Saiyans do still have Super Saiyan, and even though Goku is decently interested in training Caulifla, he mainly has his attention on Kale. He can sense she has a similar ki to himself. After fighting Caulifla for a short time, Kale goes berserk and rushes towards Goku. Goku smirks, seeing he was right about Kale, and he transforms into full power Super Saiyan and he rushes at Kale as well. Goku realises that even though their strange power has similarities, there are also differences. Goku is enjoying their fight, but then Jiren steps in, and he nearly knocks Kale out of the ring. Goku is annoyed that Jiren got in the way, and he chases after Jiren, and after a short back and forth, Goku decides to test the strength of Jiren. Even in Primal Super Saiyan, Jiren is able to block his attack through a bit of difficulty, but once Goku transforms into Super Saiyan God, Jiren has to go full power, and their real battle begins. At the same time, both Cell and Raditz are facing off against Toppo, and because of how fast Cell grows in power, he quickly surpasses Raditz in power, and Toppo isn't able to take the two on at once, so he quickly knocks Raditz out of the ring. Cell begins to taunt Toppo, asking him if that is all he can do. Is he really that weak? Because if so, he will be laughing when his universe is destroyed. Toppo says enough is enough, and he powers up into his God of Destruction mode. Cell chuckles, saying at last he can have some fun, and then Cell shouts, Kaioken times 20. On the other side of the ring, Gohan is facing Kale and Caulifla, and he eventually pushes him into fusing into Kefla. Gohan still overpowers Kefla while in Ultimate, and he only gets a decent challenge once Kefla powers up into her version of Super Saiyan 2. But even with Kefla in Super Saiyan 2, Gohan has the edge, which really irritates Kefla. Kefla believes she will eventually overcome Gohan because she's growing in power, but unfortunately, she doesn't realise Gohan is like Kale and Goku, but he is a hybrid, meaning he has even more potential, so he's growing at an even faster rate than Kefla. Kefla throws a flurry of punches at Gohan, with Gohan blocking every single one. Gohan then backhands Kefla, and then appears behind her landing an uppercut, which he then proceeds to Kai above her and he slams her into the ground. Kefla is heavily injured, and she tries to rush at Gohan, but Gohan evades all her attacks, and with a full power Kamehameha, he knocks a Saiyan fusion out of the arena, and she defuses as she exits the ring. Back with Goku and Jiren. Goku in his God form begins to overpower Jiren even when he is at full power. So much so that he forces Jiren to break his limits and become far stronger. Goku can still decently keep up with his powered up Jiren, and since his power grows rapidly, in a couple of seconds he could catch up to Jiren in this powered up state, but he respects Jiren, so he decides to show Jiren his full power. Goku begins to power up, the entire world of Void shaking. His hair spikes up, and his hair becomes more of a bluish green colour. Goku is now in legendary Super Saiyan Blue. Everyone is stunned at Goku's power in this transformation. The Gods of Destruction, Jiren, and everyone in the arena who can sense God Ki. Goku slowly walks towards Jiren, giving Jiren time to process his power and how big the gap between them is. Jiren tries to land a punch on Goku's face, but Goku easily catches the punch and he lands a devastating gut punch on Jiren that, to the surprise of everyone, actually knocks the Universe 11 warrior out of the ring. At the same time, Cell ends up overpowering Toppo and knocking him out of the ring, and then Goku runs around the ring knocking out all of the remaining fighters. Universe 7 wins the Tournament of Power, and Goku is crowned the MVP. Goku would obviously wish to revive all the universes, and we then move past the Tournament of Power, where there is no Broly movie since Cell was revived instead of Frieza, and there's practically no Moro arc, seeing as Goku or Gohan could easily take the Go villain down in their first fight on Namek. The Granola arc isn't finished, so I won't be covering that, but there is still one last villain our heroes need to face. Goku is on Earth, after just eating some food, and then he senses an incredible power at his old home in Mount Paozu. Goku flies over there, and unsurprisingly, he finds Cell lurking, and Cell welcomes the Saiyan of Legend. Cell states that their last battle should be legendary, and where better to start it than where it all began. Goku senses Cell's energy once again, and before he can say anything, Cell admits he has been training for the occasion. He has been training ever since the Tournament of Power ended. Goku smirks, knowing this is going to be fun, and he powers up to Super Saiyan God to intimidate Cell, but Cell simply chuckles. He knows Goku has a form stronger than that, and he will show Goku that if he doesn't use that stronger form, he will die. Cell begins to power up, and just like the Frieza of a different time, his body turns golden. Goku is surprised that Cell is growing this strong from only a couple of months of training, and Goku realises if he is going to win, he needs to go all out. Goku powers up into Super Saiyan Blue, and then the battle begins, with the two warriors rushing towards each other, and Goku lands a punch on Cell that sends him into the atmosphere. The battle continues, with Goku and Cell landing blow for blow on each other, and both warriors can't help but smile. Goku hasn't had a challenge this good since Lord Beerus, and Cell hasn't had a challenge this good since his first fight with Goku all those years ago. The battle is intense and lasts a very long time. However, both warriors know how this must end. It must end the same way their first encounter did, with a Kamehameha beam struggle. The two warriors power up their most powerful Kamehamehas, and they fire their beams at each other, the two beams clashing with amazing intensity. They are evenly matched at first, but slowly, Cell's beam begins to overpower Goku's. But, in the last second, Gohan appears next to Goku, and while in Ultimate, he fires his own powerful Kamehameha. The power of the legendary father-son Kamehameha easily overpowers Cell's attack, and just like their first battle, it took needing help from Gohan to finally kill Cell. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. With all of that out of the way, I hope to see you all in the next video.